Well, boo, who is the Punisher? You ain't see the thumbnail? Made you click on it. You know who the Punisher is? The Punisher is really the victim of Cassie. I don't know about Diddy because the way, listen, we gonna get into this story, but yeah, there are some, sometime when like some shit, maybe your grandmother tell you some shit, like, hey baby, don't get yourself in nothing, you go outside. There are some scenarios. Like I was saying earlier, I was saying, yo, look, you know the what if scenarios that dudes come up with. I guess dudes in all hoods across America do, but I know New York is really like I'm talking about. Man, motherfuckers done came up with that scenario, just hanging around, smoking blunts and slinging coke, right? And it'd be like, yo, what if you met like a rich couple and they wanted to like use you as like a SEX slave, you know what I'm saying? Like you be like, oh, like nah, probably. What if he? What I'm saying, dudes would be like, yo, what if you turn around and like he had the Richard Nixon mask on? Ooh, then what? I assume the young YNs today would be like, yo, what if you turned around and he had the Donald Trump mask on? Ooh, what you would do?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong
like
with
that.
you? You niggas are crazy.
Y'all understand what I mean? Pardon me. I had this thing backwards a little bit. Hey, we good now, right? We rocking. My bad, gang. We should be heard for real now, right? So check it. Now we got this is real activity going on, right? And so, hold on, let me what this shit at, man? I gotta get, oh my God, gang, hold on. Yo. Pardon me. Yo, listen. We a lot going on here. Yo, man, I be thinking, man, like, even if I get this bread correct, man, how I'm just gonna get an assistant. You see what I'm saying? How I'm just gonna get an assistant, bro. You can't trust nobody these days. You can't trust. Imagine if I'm like, hey, throw you up for this one, right? Might throw you up a lot for this. Yo, ask my assistant put a little oil on my elbows, on my kneecaps. Is elbows and kneecaps salacious? We're going to get into this interview here, man. We're going to fast forward. We're going to go backwards. We're going to unpack this. Ooh. It's going to be real. It's going to be different.
Right. I didn't even know the nigga was from Harlem. He's going to be doing an interview with me after our sponsor. You know who the fucking sponsor is, nigga. Let's get to it. Pink horsepower. Fellas, if you're down and out.
All right, let's get though. Shout out to Pink Horsepower.
Word, man.
2019.
You never came down to Lenox? You never came to the park?
Yeah, do you know this the opening? Hey, yo, you never before we get to what we here for.
Like super young. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I balled with Big L, Ali Mo, I balled with Ali Mo.
Wow.
I told you McGruff was my dude.
All right, this something New Yorkers do. Hey, yo, you know, you know me.
Come up the street with us. So
no, hold on.
Of course, Rico Gerard.
Yeah.
They also do it longer than most folks.
I haven't seen them in years, but shout out to Rico and everything. But this is a really small world. I had no idea.
Small world, ain't it?
Man.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, man.
Crazy.
Yo, so let me ask you, how'd you start with being a male dancer? How did that career become how did that become a choice for a career path for you?
Yo, really, man, off of some young man sucker shit, man. I broke up with my girlfriend, and the reason why we broke up was she started working in the strip club, right? So she working in the strip club, came home, like, yo, I'm meeting a bunch of dudes, like, I'm expendable, you know? And that young 21-year-old mind was on some, yo, I show her,
Yo, first of all, it's different people everywhere. But I don't know niggas with that type mind, like, your girl a stripper, she like, yo, you know, I be me and wild dudes in the strip club. It start making you feel expendable. You like, fuck it, I might as well be a stripper too. Nah, they like, but, hey,
tell me,
here's mine, be there.
Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. There she go, the lady of my dreams.
I do talk a lot about making decisions, one decision from the next. So his girl coming to the crib when he was young, 21 years old, started him down a path where he would actually become a victim of Casadonna Venturia.
Get on the stripper shit too.
Right.
And I really went hard to try to get in the business. And actually, when I got in it, and you see all of the women, and you can make me just a regular little striptease for a birthday girl.
Okay, here we go.
But
Let me get in the call.
That's a great answer. How do they find you? Like, is it ads, internet? Like, how do they even track somebody like you down?
Oh yeah, yo, all my marketing and stuff in my business is like SEO, so Google searches. So if you go online in the New York City area and you put in male strippers,
He was on Backpage basically, man. He was on maybe an upfront type of Backpage.
And I just happened to pick up the phone. It wasn't, I don't think they were looking for me.
Low budget too. You know, you pick up the phone yourself. You low budget with it. And it is what it is.
Well, let's say the first time. Where did these events usually happen at? Puff's house, Cassie's house, hotel? Like, where did these events happen at?
I was all super high-end hotels.
Super high-end.
I remember it was the Trump Tower, Essex House, the London Hotel, the Gramercy Hotel. It was another hotel, Central Park West. I don't know. I don't remember the name, but they were all along the lines of super high-end, super suites. One of the suites, man, in the London Hotel, it was so crazy when I got out of it. I Googled it, and the joint was like $30K a night, yo.
Wow.
I never seen nothing
30K
like
a night.
And the hotel room looked like, you know that scene in the Titanic when they walk in that ballroom and the stairway well comes down?
Right.
Like the hotel room was
Hey, yo,
crazy.
gang.
How often?
I want to see this. Let me see if I can pull this up. Google, can you show me the best hotel room in a London hotel? I want to straight ask them, like, yo, what's the drink that Puff and them was in? Or should I say something most grand? If somebody watching, you can find that room. I want to know the room. Whoa, is this it? He said, look like, nah. The hotel in Soho, London, the luxury boutique hotel and so, what? Hey, I don't know. I don't know if it looked like any of this, gang. I don't know if it looked like any of this, but they saying this all stuff up in the London hotel here. Like, I don't know, gang. Like, freaking off. I mean, you know, I don't want to say that. All right, man. If anybody, we got to get that picture. That picture be important. However, because I want to know the setting. The setting is very important for the mind.
Then did they call you or book you?
At Planet Fitness.
Yo, come on, Planet Fitness, man. Come on, y'all next. Y'all next on this Rico. What's going on over there? Ain't that what 6ix9ine got jumped?
Like I said in my text, I can't remember the exact amount of time. So I estimated between 8 and 12 times, but it would be like every few months. But it would be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like I would come Friday night, then they would come back Saturday night, then come back Sunday, and then I might not be called for 3-4 months, and then
they wasn't paying the month, so this shit real.
They lived out of town, you know. They would. She would call me from a Cali number, so I assumed they were out of state, and she basically said, "Yo, can I hit you when we're in town?"
Right.
But it would be multiple nights in a row, but months in between.
Right. And if some of these questions that I asked you may seem repeated because you've been asked these same questions.
Yo.
I just want, we have a different audience from with the interviews you've done, and some people may not know the trial or what's happening. So some of these questions I want.
And yo, shout out to Cam too, man, because we be needing people that could, you know what I'm saying? We need different kind of people to talk to people so we could really get a good understanding. Because some questions is only gonna come from some directions.
It seems like it's redundant if you answer them 100 times this week. So I was reading that in the beginning, you didn't even know what was going on. that it was even Puff was participating. Could you explain your first time
that's the
going to one of these events?
Yo.
Yeah, so I really believed they were a married couple. Like when I got there, I didn't recognize Cassie.
Right.
Like I saw her face, she looked familiar, but honestly, when I saw her, I thought she was Megan Good.
Right.
Like if I was gonna pin, I was like, yo, I think this is Megan
Now look,
Good. But then when I looked on the Google, Megan Good.
I'm gonna tell you, it was a time when Megan Good had dude. We thought Megan Good, especially dude from our era, we thought she was the most cooking thing in the world. So he probably just like, oh snap, just. But that's what I'm saying. He said he Googled it, wasn't Megan Good, obviously, but his eyes. And later on, he gonna say something about his ears being crazy too. But his eyes, like, yo, they definitely picked like a real underground handicapped sex worker. They picked like a underground re-TD, like a real re-TD ninjaroni sex worker.
It was much thicker.
They knew what they was doing.
I couldn't really figure it out.
Yeah, Megan Good, much thicker, gang. That's a fact.
She said her husband, when Puff walks out, to finally, do his voyeur thing and see what's going on.
So hold on real quick. It didn't start with Puff in the room.
Nah, it never started with him in the room.
Okay.
It would only be me and her, and she said at some point her husband's gonna walk in, and I'm not supposed to acknowledge him, look at him, act like he's not even in the room.
Right? Yo.
So we'll be.
Now, I think, honestly, would make this odd. We live in a capitalist society. That's the bottom line. Would make this a little eye look. Say you got that offer. You your regular self, like that's the offer, right? You like, or even you thinking you about to pull up and knock something down for some bread. This the life you want to go into. You handsome. You like me. You like Boo. You handsome. You more like Boo. When I came home, I was in a lot better shape, but we all right. You like, yo, it been a struggle, man. I'm out here. I'm just trying to get money in any way I can. You pull up, you see maybe something like Cassie. You like, okay, this easy, big job. I can't believe I'm about to get paid. I'm gonna have a good time. Oh man. She tell you, look, cause you want $200, cause that's what he said is an issue. That's what his price, $200. She like, look, we ain't gonna give you $200. We gonna give you $2,000. But while we getting into a little bit of it, my husband is gonna like walk in the room. Don't worry about it. He ain't gonna bother us. He just wanna like look a little bit like you might not even know he there. What you do then? I mean, I don't know how Puff might bust. He might slide in the room through a curtain on some smooth shit, or motherfucker just like let you know they go. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that at that moment, you looking for the 200. They offering the 2,000. Is you just leaving? No, bro. This might be too much for me.
Be like on the couch, let's say on one end of the room, and then like on the far end of the room, it'll be like a table with a chair, and eventually he'll come in the room and like sit in the area, of course, the room, like watching, and we're supposed to act like he's not there.
How often? Pardon me, not how often. How long did it take until you realized that it was Diddy?
Bro, like I want to say like over a year.
Get the fuck out of here.
Over a year?
Over a year? Why? So let me. How long? Okay, let's. I want to stick to that for a second. But how long did you know until it was Cassie?
So the minute I found out it was Diddy, that's when I knew it was Cassie.
So it took a year for you to find out for Cassie as well?
Yeah, yo, okay. I didn't recognize it. Like when I jumped out of it, I did try to do the Google searches. Like I wanted to try to figure out who it was. Right. But I'm Googling a married.
And yo, think about it. This probably an intense situation. A lot of people, scientists, they can tell you about like what your brain do when it comes to fight or flight, or if you are able to like ignore certain things. But I'll be honest with y'all. I knew who Cassie was, but if it was me, I don't think I might have known. If her hair wasn't the same color, I probably wouldn't know. I mean, if I'm not really like, especially if I'm leaving and tricking myself, Googling a married couple, like, nah, this can't be her. Man, listen. Could happen.
Right.
So So every result I'm getting is not leading me to the right places because they're not married.
Got you.
You know, so then, and I never found out with a visual cue. It was a hotel, the ex's house, and I would get there, let's say 2 in the morning, and sometimes nothing would pop off for hours.
Hours.
So in this case,
this real. He's just in the room, like
extra room in the suite, and just to kill time, I happened to cut on the TV, but and the TV had a welcome message. So the TV said, "Yo, ex's house would like to welcome Mr. Sean Combs." And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I had no idea, man.
So that's how you found out.
Found out through the TV. So,
Diddy, by just
I just believe that story, right? Because somebody questioned, oh, he had to know. No. Think about how he telling you. That's just a wild way to tell you that he found out. Like, yo, some uppity, I don't know about that. Y'all ain't, we low budget poor motherfuckers, right? We ain't never been nowhere where you turn the TV on and the TV just greet you. Hey, how you doing there, Mr. Boo, man? Glad to see you. Get your freak off ready? Yeah, turn up, man. Got a little extra baby on you right there for you if you look. Like, nah, we like, just not your life. Nah, that's not your life, gang. You wetting towels and putting it on the floor so you can try to smoke a little blunt out the, you know what I'm saying? It's different.
On the TV and seeing the introduction on the television. Wow.
On the TV.
Wow. I seen also in the transcripts that you would say that it was just a sex scene in the beginning. No intercourse. How long
That's crazy.
You had actual intercourse? What was happening in the first few sessions when there wasn't any intercourse?
Nah, it was only the first session where it wasn't intercourse.
Okay, so 10 times, one time it was only not intercourse the first time.
The first time. And it was offered, yo, but I was so bugged out. Like this wasn't my hustle, right? So
it just was like, I might have bit off more than I could chew.
And they want to do some voyeur sexy scene. So we did the like set up on the couches, the baby all rubbed down or whatever.
The baby.
And then at some point, Puff jumped up. I didn't know it was him.
Kept laughing in the back.
She left the room to talk to him, and she came back like, yo, that was perfect. We happy. We good. And then she said to me, yo, do you want to finish?
Hey, think about that. Puff leaves the room. Cassie come back like, that was perfect. We happy. We good. Do you want to finish? Like, you want to, what's up? Because, yeah, a lot of people talk about the guy, the husband in the room, but what type of mind does it really take to be the guy? You naked, your cheeks out, you in compromising positions here and there and over there, and it's another dude directing it. Yeah, have him twist to the left a little bit for me. What type of mind might it take for you to, like, you see what I'm saying? This could act like, and now it's for the money, right? He in all these uppity places, he's enamored by this thing. Yeah, he about to get taken advantage of. This might not go so right for him.